Hey, crypto family. Hope y'all been doing good. So, we're going to go over some big stories today, but first, let's look at the market. So, we can see Bitcoin is still really not doing much in terms of price action. It's up 0.29% to $10,370. And then some of the altcoins are actually showing some life, up 2 to 3% or even double digits on some. So, that's great to see. At least we do have some diversity here in the price action. But looking at Bitcoin right now on the daily chart, you can see here. So I did draw this descending triangle a couple days ago, and it's still within that. So we're going to see if it continues to break down, because this is a negative pattern. But hopefully we can break above it and look to test this $11,000 resistance. So the RSI is still looking at middle, not overbought or oversold. Longs and shorts are relatively the same where they're at. So again, not really much going on. I know it's annoying a lot of people. The biggest thing I'm looking at right now is this 10,000 level, which coincides with the 128-day moving average. So going to be watching this level very closely. If it breaks down, potentially look at this 9,400 level as support. So first news article today is one by Reuters, and it says France and Germany agreed to block Facebook's Libra. It says France and Germany have agreed to block Facebook's Libra cryptocurrency, the French finance ministry said on Friday. In a joint statement, the two governments affirmed that no private entity can claim monetary power, which is inherent to the sovereignty of nations. Now, this is great news because we all wondered if Facebook's Libra would really pose a threat to Bitcoin. But as you can see, a lot of these different countries are saying, no, we do not want this monetary currency having a power over all the others. So that's great to see in that Bitcoin is keeping its decentralization and it is winning over Facebook's Libra coin, which people did see as a threat. So we'll have to see if more countries do jump on board with this, which I believe they definitely will. Next article is going to be about taxes. So this is a touchy topic, especially with cryptocurrencies. Not a lot of people report their taxes for cryptocurrencies, but it's so difficult because there's so many different rules and things you have to report, such as whenever you have a transaction that you transfer from one cryptocurrency to another, and so on and so forth. So here it says the IRS is blindly coming after cryptocurrency traders. Here's why. It says, over the past month, we've seen the IRS, the tax collecting agency of the U.S., send out more than 10,000 warning and action letters to suspected cryptocurrency holders and traders who may have misreported digital assets on their tax returns. And it says letters like 6174 Alpha, 6173, and CP2000 have appeared in the mailboxes of cryptocurrency traders throughout the country, and the crypto tax software company that I run has seen an influx of frantic customers coming to us for tax help out of fear of penalties. So basically, it's people are misreporting the taxes because they don't know how. So it says in many countries around the world, the U.S. included, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are treated as property from a tax perspective rather than a currency. It says just like other forms of property, stocks, bonds, real estate, you incur capital gains and capital losses that need to be reported on your tax return whenever you sell, trade, or otherwise dispose of your cryptocurrency. Now, the biggest thing here is how this form 1099K, which is not like the form, the 1099 form that you receive for stocks. So it says cryptocurrency exchanges like Coinbase, Gemini, and other issues 1099Ks to users who meet certain thresholds of transaction volume on their platforms. The IRS states on its website that the 1099K is an information return used to report third-party network transactions to improve voluntary tax compliance. Now, this is the big thing here. It says if you meet certain thresholds, gross payments that exceed $20,000 and more than 200 such transactions, you and the IRS are both sent a copy of the 1099K form from the cryptocurrency exchange. Now, the biggest thing is where basically they record all the buy and sell transactions, no matter if you actually recorded this on, for example, they have an example here. It says, say you purchased $10,000 worth of Bitcoin in April and then sold it 2 months later for $9,500. Well, you have a $500 capital loss that would be deducted from your taxable income. However, on this 1099K, nothing is said of your net loss. The form only tells the government that you have $19,500 of gross cryptocurrency transactions. So you can see how it can get very confusing. So it just takes the total worth of monetary transactions and adds those up. It doesn't actually say, hey, you have a $500 loss, which is what the 1099 Bravo states for normal taxes. But again, this basically they can't get cryptocurrencies to have this 1099 Bravo form because they are not stocks. So that's the biggest confusion right now. Again, a lot of people are still trying to figure out how to report their taxes, how to track them. And, until we get more clarity on this, I believe people are still going to be hesitant to report their taxes on cryptocurrencies. But again, always make sure that you have some money in reserve. If the IRS does come after you, or if you do have to report your taxes, make sure that you are definitely reporting them. And if you are, make sure you have a tax professional, because you don't want to just report anything and the IRS come after you because you incorrectly reported it. So basically just some advice here. And, just if you do receive a letter, no big deal. Just get with the tax professional about cryptocurrencies and go over that line by line so you can properly see what exactly you have messed up or what was misreported. Now, last but not least here, it says China's PBC is warming up to digital currencies. Good news for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and LTC. So the People's Bank of China, as you know, they're planning to introduce their own digital currency. Now, this is funny because China is the one that banned Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies a couple of years ago, and now they're looking at making their own cryptocurrency. Well, the biggest thing with this, it talks about here, is this cryptocurrency is centralized. So that's the biggest thing, because they want to have control over their currency. It says the proposed approach is still a centralized system run by a national government. As a result, this wouldn't be considered a decentralized cryptocurrency. And the People's Bank of China words, quote, is to protect our monetary sovereignty, a pseudonym for control over currency. So they recognize the benefits of having a digital currency, but they still want it centralized. So, this could still be positive, though, for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, in the sense that China is still adopting a cryptocurrency, and hopefully they can, expand that further. But as you can see, more countries are probably going to start doing this and transferring over from fiat to their own cryptocurrency. So again, we may see this, as we progress in the future, but it's still good to see that China is starting to come around on those. So with that, if y'all enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment if you have any questions, and please subscribe if you haven't. Till next time, thanks for watching.